What is going on, everybody? This is going to be a full legendary run with that Overdog's Tempest tank build that I have been loving. Let's take it into some group gameplay at DOA Legendary and see what he can do. I think they've already started. Alright, y'all, running here. Looks like we got the chunky spawned on the last part of this wave. The last wave of this section. These guys are stacking armor too, so they might be. We might have another tank, or at least tanky build with us. Might have to watch out for that sniper there.
Serious trauma detected.
Terrible position to be in, have a sniper on both sides.
Zero.
Definitely gotta watch out for that, of course. Especially with, clearly they like me. Had all the aggro there. Alright, let's properly get into it. So what we got going? We have someone running Memento Refactor, which is interesting. Do take that into account. We're going to be getting some regen from them. This one is, yeah. Let me know down below if you would like me to do a series where I rate your legendary builds that I see in these matches, because I think that'd be pretty fun. I might start doing that as our own little series.
Jammer on the way! Watch the fire portal!
Immediate medical assistance needed.
See, I got a couple mags in there with the SMG before I start pushing up. Now, you do need to be careful with it, because you saw I got my armor cracked there, but if you're a veteran player, you have like that save mechanic, that save window. Whoa, what happened there? EMPs is going to be the scariest thing for you. Just want to keep them in front. Make sure I'm timing with my shield regen. And try to get out of the way. Please, if you're a tank, do push up, but try to get away from standing in front of all your DPS players. Now, an ideal situation where you might see me do later is try to flip the chunkies. That's usually what I go for, so that our teammates can shoot through the weak spot. I'll let you know later in the gameplay when I go for that strat. But we seem to be doing all right here. We're definitely lacking in damage. We actually don't have a DPS player. So we'll see how I keep up with how tanky and aggressive I'm playing right now. That's a really nice rifle, but don't need it. Alright. Go right up the middle here. See, I use that save mechanic again. You gotta watch out for these snipers that got me in the first section. They do hit hard.
I'm reloading here! No survival.
That's how I'm not gonna use Zealot, because I want to see how it actually keeps up this aggressive. The Sui drones will be dangerous for your shield, so be careful of that. And then as long as I keep my back here in safety and keep them in front of the shield, we should be all good. And so it's nice I can push up and push them out of cover. That is one of your roles as a tank player. Now, of course, I am running overdogs in this setup, and it's a little interesting with running a tank, because you don't want to farm all the low tier kills. A lot of the time you want to be posting up and doing consistent damage against those tankier enemies, like the chunkies and the mini tanks. That is part of your job, but if you're starting a stage and you're pushing up, you will see that damage increase. And then as you get later into a stage as well, and you start clearing all the other ads that are in the lower tier, it'll really start stacking. It's like right here, I'm just getting that assault because it's pushing up, but really what I want...
Vital signs critical.
Those explosions. See, I tried putting my shield away, but the explosion got me. Ooh, it looks like we have a 4-stack now. The explosive spam is just ridiculous. Where's the, Trying to go for that weak spot there. Now remember to drop your Artificer so that you don't get EMP'd. You see, I can open here before I need my shield. I'll switch to the SMG. And if it does start getting a little too spicy for me, pull the shield out, boom. I've been really liking this new playstyle I've developed here with opening with the SMG, and it does quite a bit of damage. And we're able to soak enough damage ourselves and then pull the shield out and then keep things going with the Tempest. That's another thing that's nice. And so here's what I'm doing. I'm flipping. I'm drawing the aggro, okay? Draw the aggro of the chunky, go to the back so that his back is facing the rest of your squad, who can then go through with the DPS. Now we're smooth sailing so far, I don't want to curse it. Let's keep the pace going.
I'll go take a look.
The other thing you're gonna see in this video is the tank routes that I run. I usually try to post up here when I'm running a tankier build. And then after you get a few picks, then I'll push in. And I want to try to take these out for the team. This is where Overdogs is helping as well, because these are the skill proxies. Whoa, we're getting a little chaotic there. We've got some CC, we've got some fire. I think our team composition is looking pretty good. And we're going to help out by staying posted up over here. There you go. Alright, now this is where we're going to get spicy. This is the high risk, high reward play. Now you can do this without Zealot, but I might use Zealot just to be safe. And I think I will. What I like doing is running all the way up. And you try to get to the back when that door spawns, so that you can do this. Now if you don't have Zealot, you will have to like jump in here. And then pull your shield out. It is doable. That's what I used to do all the time before even global modifiers were a thing. And then what you're doing as a tank... Oh, I'm cooked. That healing box is killing me. So what's happening here is, as a tank, you're drawing the aggro of all these chunkies, you're slowing them out so that your DPS only has to deal with one of them at a time. Right? You see I have this guy completely in control. So your team won't get overwhelmed when all three of the chunkies plus all the ads come out that door at the same time. What you can usually do is kill one of them, you'll flip the other one, and then the third one will just get DPS right away. And it's really, really clutch for your team. And you saw they could even push up there at the end without needing to worry. So I really like that strategy.
I'm out. There you go.
Alright, now this is where it's gonna get interesting. Could be a tougher stage, but I'm gonna show you the route that I run. So when I'm running a tank, don't like to go up all the way to the third floor.
Assistance.
Hopefully they're alright. That's unfortunate. Oh, is he down all the way back there? That's gonna be a tough pick. So usually I like posting up in around here. It's a very strong position, and you get the cover of this little hallway here. I'm gonna go pick that guy. Nah, I can't. Uh-oh. We gotta take care of these chunkies. Draw the aggro of the chunkies here. Right, this is our job. We have some CC that's helping. But you see how they're both looking at me? I can soak all of that damage without worrying while the rest of the team keeps up with the DPS. Now, I don't think we actually have a dedicated DPS player. This would be over a lot quicker if we did. But we're still able to pull it off. And we were basically a whole player down because this guy died immediately. Let's go help him out. Help your teammates, even if they do whatever this guy was doing. I think we're doing quite a bit of DPS, and we're a tank. So I'm liking how this is playing out so far. Blasted. That's that Eclipse protocol is really helping us out here. Then we take a little too much heat, pull the shield out, we're all good. Not bad. That's a deceivingly easy stage. If you get a little too cocky with it, I think that's the trap, is that it seems too easy. But it's a tight room, and if you get overwhelmed or a couple players get downed because you come in a little too cocky, that could be a wipe. And that's a very embarrassing. I hate wiping in that room, for sure. It's never a wipe because it's tough, like this stage. This stage is tough. I think it's the toughest one in this whole mission. Nice.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
I'm gonna Zealot. There's just a... See, even with Zealot, the explosions, that's ridiculous. I have, like, I'm basically invincible, and, like, what, 1-2 Sui drones still took out my shield with Zealot. That's insane. It's actually busted. And I genuinely think it is. I think it's a mistake. There's a multiplier that shouldn't be there. Like, stacking explosive resistance doesn't actually impact your shield. So you do need to be careful with that. It'll help you not take that much damage from explosives, but your shield will still take the full amount, still get one tap. Like, it's a 15 million health shield. Farming that door, taking advantage of the CC from the teammates, very nice. I guess I should be smart here and use Overdogs. Will give me the damage against that guy. And there we go. That's it. That was a pretty smooth attempt at that stage. Successful. Well, honestly, we're doing really good for time. Not the fastest run. So yeah, throw some EMP nades. If you're running Technician, which is my favorite specialization, I highly recommend you do that. And you keep them locked in here. Probably should throw another one. I know this, remember, keeping you immune. Okay, easy. Now we're gonna try to farm the door again with the SMG. We'll probably get a couple mags in till we start getting overwhelmed. And then the chunkies are gonna come out, so you gotta be careful. That's the trigger man. And that CC is helping out too. We got all the aggro. Teammates don't need to worry. I can just focus on doing damage. And that is how you do a tank. Alright, y'all, going straight into boss stage here. We're cruising. See, I made the play there. This is where it's important to have that team synergy and know who you're running with, right? I made that decision that despite the assault was shooting at me, I knew that that guy was running Eclipse, and so I went for the enemy that was CC'd. And so then it spread to everybody else. There's always this sniper that's in the back here. If you have opportunities like this, especially in a group where there's other players who are running different builds like CC or something, or you guys are able to play really aggressive, you can main the SMG, and then when something like that happens, you pull out the shield and you keep the damage going with your fully automatic Tempest. Now the CC might keep this guy on lock, But if that happens, we can just do this. And then we'll have all the aggro. Our shield is plenty tanky for this boss. And if the CC keeps rolling, we can actually just main the SMG here.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
And we're just trying to get in as much damage as possible. This, is, of course, is where not having a DPS is hurting us. This guy's coming up here. Popped, finally. And like our teammates have no worries. I have complete control of this guy. And our shield is just regenning back to full. I really like where I've have this build set up with our shield health and our repair skills. That's really important. And we got a tanky. Look at it. We got a tanky shield. And we're just about done here. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, y'all. Stats time. We had an interesting team comp. Let's see how we did. 22 minutes. We weren't doing top damage, but we were pretty high up there. Don't expect to be topping the damage boards every single time with this build. It is a tank primarily, unlike some of my other setups, but I mean, guys, like, we're tripling the damage from these other players and keeping up pretty darn close to our top damage player, and we're basically unkillable. Like, I'm running 1 red. Like, guys, that's crazy. That's a crazy setup. Being able to put out this much damage from a tanky package like this, where we're playing crazy aggressive, we're face tanking multiple chunkies at the same time. That's what's up. That's what's up. Check out the build guide that's coming soon down below. Stay tuned for that. Check out everything that brings this build together, and I'll see you in the next one.